No.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, now it is.
Okay.
Hi. Do you want to start with recognition, Liza?
I can do it off of Team Fitspire. That's the only one I have.
Yeah, that's all I would have as well.
Okay, just give me 1 second. December roll call. All right, so recognition. We have Miss Leslie at 1 coach and SC7.
Woohoo.
We have Kathy at SC2, Megan at SC2, and Miss Steph at 1 coach and SC2. Nice.
And after Christmas, we're all going to be having a SC5 and above.
That would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got all that Christmas money.
That's right.
All right. There's a recognition that I know of. I'm sure there's probably more out there and they just don't post it. So
Yeah, Leslie will have a better, she always has more that's not listed in Team Fitspire.
yeah, because she just, you can look at all your coaches in your online office that are personally sponsored underneath you and it tells you where they're at.
Yeah.
So for everybody who has coaches underneath them. So.
Good. Okay, so Liza, did you want to go first with your goals, or we're talking about goals tonight? So the goals that you're going to set for 2015. So your personal goals and your business goals. So depending if I said I think 4 come with 4 goals, and then it doesn't have. You can either have 4 goals for each, first personal or business, or if you want to have, if you couldn't come up with 4 for each, join them in for both, and you can label them. When you say them, you can say whether this is personal or business.
Okay, I can go first, I guess.
Okay.
Let me just, I just grabbing my dream board up because I kind of went off of that. Okay, so one of my goals, one of my business opportunities is to be diamond by the end of January. Now, that's a very hefty goal right now because I recently had 3 coaches left. So I'm actually down to 4 coaches, and I need 4 more and 2 of them to go emerald by the end of January. So, but
You can do it.
Yeah, I think with all of my past no's that said they're going to sign up after Christmas, I will be able to get some preferred customer goals. And then I do have one that's interested in working the business, and she was from another company, and she had already had 2 coaches underneath her at that other company, but she's leaving it. They're giving her a hard time, so she'll be signing up in January, hopefully, and potentially bringing those 2 coaches underneath her. And then my other coach, Sarah, she's been talking to some people. So, but I also have control of my top 2 coaches, which are my sister and my husband that helped me go emerald. So if I had to, I could make them emerald at every time. It just means from getting 8 coaches, I now have to get 12 coaches. So, but very possibly be able to get, I went emerald in a week, so I'm pretty sure I could do diamond in 6. So I'm going to do it. I'm not going to give up. I never give up. My motto. It's on my bulletin board. You can't see it because I'm on my computer, but I have one that says never give up. So, another biz op goal is to, when I get these coaches, is to spend more time recognizing them and supporting them more one-on-one, doing team calls with them on top of doing the Fitspire calls to help them reach their full potential. Financial goal is I would like to be able to not have to worry about working part-time. Right now I work 2 days at an employment center and 2 days at a daycare. So very 2 part-time jobs, but I'm able to do the Beachbody stuff around it still. But my goal is to choose to work and not to work. Like not working because I need the money, but working because I just want to go to work each day and hang out with some other people, right? The one thing about the daycare is I work with my kids. My kids are in the daycare, so I get to hang out. I'm being paid to hang out with them, which is always nice. So, and that's a nice opportunity, but I want the choice to be able to work or not to work, not because I have to work. So those are 3 biz op goals right now. Personal goals is I want to take my kids to Great Wolf Lodge. which is a very expensive thing to do. So I need that extra income to be able to do it, and save up my Beachbody money and be able to take them for 2 nights, just not one night. So we're not rushed going there and getting in and getting on. I want to be able to go for 2 nights so the kids can enjoy it. I want to finish my kitchen. My house, when we bought it, was fully renovated except for the kitchen. We've been here 3 years and we've not touched that kitchen. I want to renovate it this summer, so I want to use money from that to do that. And I want to be able to go on a trip besides Summit. I'm going to Summit this year, but I want to be able to go on a trip, just my husband and I, towards the end of the year. So those are my goals, sort of, even though I'm anti-goal. I set goals.
You're going to have to come up with another word.
Dreams. Dreams with a purpose.
Okay, I'll go next. I've got more goal setting for my business than I do personal, but I'm sure the personal ones will start to grow eventually. So for my business, I want to become Diamond by February. So I'm hoping by mid-February, I'd like to become a Diamond. So, and in doing so, I want to have I've got a number of coaches underneath me already, but a lot of them are preferred coaches right now. And I'm finding that a lot of them are now, they're seeing what their monthly bills are right now. So now they're a little disappointed on how much it's costing. So some of them are dropping off. But you know what? I'm not giving up. I'm staying positive. I'm going to, maybe suggest that they become coaches themselves because they're loving the product. They're loving Shakeology. So, and in turn, who knows, maybe they'll, be working coaches. But I'd like to have four Emerald coaches combined on both my left and my right leg as well. And I also want to run and host my own team calls besides Fitspire. So I'd like to do that as well once a week. And then becoming Diamond in February, I would like to get 1-star Diamond by the middle of next year. So July would be ideal for me to get to 1-star Diamond. And I want to reach Success Club 10 every month next year. That's what I want to do as well. So I've been pretty consistent on getting to 5, but for 2015, I want to reach 10 each month. So that's my business. My personal ones, I want to take my family on a family vacation at least once next year at some point. And then a more immediate personal goal is to go for probably about a 3 or 4 day ski weekend at some point this winter. The kids they started skiing last year and now they're hooked. So my husband and I used to ski all the time before we had kids. So they got on skis last year and they love it. So that's a bonus for us because we love the sport as well. So that's what I want to do. And I want to pay off most of the debt that we've built up over the years. So at some point next year, I'd like to at least get a good portion of that paid off. And I need to fix our basement. We've had some issues with some leaking and everything since we've moved here. So I'd like to get fixed up and then we can, sell the house and then move on to better things. So there we go. I can do it.
We can do it. We're here to support you.
That's right. Okay, who wants to go next?
Don't all jump in. Seriously. Don't all
Okay.
jump in.
Jen's going to go.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Okay, so my goals for the business is to make it to Emerald by the end of January because I still haven't done it. So that is a big goal of mine. I'm determined by the end of January to make it to Emerald. I want to do more PD. I've been trying to do audio and I realized that is not working for me at all. So I got gift cards. So I'm going to be going and actually buying the books because that's better for me. I love to read and I think it's going to be better than the audio. And I want to get more wear and share stuff because I think that has been helping. And I want to be able to quit teaching by the summer. So that's a big goal. And my personal one is the same that you guys have kind of already mentioned, is a family vacation is what I would really love to be able to do. We haven't been able on a vacation for a couple of years now, so it'd be nice to have one this coming year. So those are my goals.
Awesome. You can definitely do the Emerald one for sure, Jen.
Mm-hmm. I found the reading the hard books a lot better than the audio too. Like I've listened to Failing Forward on the audiobook, but I actually went out and bought it, and I'm actually getting more from reading it because I'm less distracted when I'm actually reading it than when I'm listening to it.
Yeah, I find there's just too much noise in my house with 2 boys running around. I can't concentrate on it. Yeah.
All right, Michelle, you're up.
My goal is I want to get to Emerald by January because that'll be my 1 year starting Beachbody. So I think I should become Emerald in that time. And then my next goal would be to get to Diamond by the time we go to Summit, because that's like halfway through the year. And then my next goal would be also by the time we get to Summit, I'd like to be at my goal weight again as well. And then also I wanted to take myself on a shopping spree so that when I, have lost the weight, I can buy new clothes for myself with the money that I've earned. And then I also want to sign up for the next Success Club trip and have it paid for.
Awesome. I didn't even think of that one. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's supposed to be announced at the Super Saturday, correct?
Yeah, because since I'm single, I don't have a family to travel with, so for me it's harder to travel. So that's something that appeals to me.
I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So those are the goals I just came up with.
All right. So my business goal is I'd like to have 5 coaches under me by the end of the year. I have pretty vague goals because I'm not even a full month in, so I don't even really know what to expect.
Those are good.
My second goal is I am a PD junkie. I'm the opposite of all of you. I freaking love PD. I'm addicted. So my goal is to complete RPM, but using money I earn from Beachbody. So I kind of have to, because that will motivate me because I really want to do RPM, but I don't want to spend the money to do it. So I have to force myself to sell it in order to be able to afford it. And then my last goal is to get over myself and message people every day, even though I have a really hard time doing it. Because I know if I do that, I can achieve my goal of coaches, and I know I can achieve my goal of RPM using Beachbody. So I'm using those 2 business goals to suck it up and message people. And then my personal goals is to get to my wedding weight. Which I'm probably like 10 pounds away from. So I could probably do that in a year, I would hope. I've never ever been a fit person, ever. I come from big people. We don't really roll thin, or healthy. So my goal is to complete max 30, because like even insanity sounds insane to me. Max 30 I think I can achieve, but not yet. So I'm doing Les Mills combat to work my way up. And related to that, my immediate goal is not to vomit because I just finished Les Mills and I felt like I was going to vomit. But so far I'm achieving that one. So it's good to knock an easy goal out of the park. And then my last goal is to get a tattoo, but I'm not allowing myself to get a tattoo until I reach my wedding weight. So again, I have to bribe myself with goals to achieve other goals.
I like how you've done that. That's good.
Bribery is a key part of my self-development.
See, I wish I had your drive for the PD. That's my weakest thing.
See, me, I don't like to look like an idiot, so messaging people is hard. Even though I know I don't look like an idiot, in my head, I associate rejection with being an idiot, even though I know that's not the case. And I have listened to Failing Forward because I'm a PD junkie. But so PD is easy for me because I can say, oh, I'm improving myself, even though I'm not doing anything because I'm not messaging.
I have a hard time inviting people I don't know. I have a hard time inviting people I know.
That's what I have a problem with. I can totally talk to anyone on the street that I'm not friends with, but sending a message to my friends is hard. But so far, every message I've sent, I've only sent 5. is everyone has been receptive, like really receptive. I've had 2 sales and then 2 potential coaches, and I can't remember what happened to the 5th. So I'm not tracking that. Another goal. So obviously working with people you know is working a lot better than people you don't know. I just can't suck it up and do it.
Have you thought about having a Shakeology party?
I did think about that. I think that might be actually a good idea.
Because it's, I mean, then it's that setting that you're talking one-on-one, not messaging, right?
That might actually be a good plan, because I'm pretty good with talking with people. It's just messaging people, especially like Facebook people. I haven't, like, I creep them, but I haven't talked to them personally in years. So that one's kind of weird, but I'll get over it.
Yeah.
A way I found it easier for my invites is when I started posting more about Beachbody on my personal page, and then I went invited people. They're like, oh, I've seen you posting about that. Then they're like, oh, I want to hear more, right?
I have 3 rooms.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but
And the more you post, I think people will start, they might not like it or comment, but they'll see it. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, so-and-so messages you and goes, I'm interested, send me more. I've gotten that a few times.
That makes sense. I need to do a lot more of that.
Yeah.
You touch mine. Yeah. Thanks.
So just every month consistently send that, that individual, that ad.
Mm-hmm. So do you send the ads in the PMs, or do you use the other one? Like, I've been using that step 1 thing from the files. Or do you do a combination of both?
I do a combination of both. So if it's somebody that I've already messaged to or I've already formed in the past,
Mm-hmm.
then I will send them the new monthly ad post.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So they say, oh, I don't have money this month, let's say for December. In January, you send them the January ad. Like, oh, I know you said you didn't have any money, but you got Christmas money now, and look at this cool thing we're doing.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. And don't forget when someone says, I don't know, like for example, you said they don't have any money right now, ask them a question like, can I message you after Christmas, or can I message you in January?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've used that a number of times and people will say, yes, please, thank you.
Okay.
So I make a little note and I've stuck it on my bulletin board of a list of people to call after Christmas or in January. And then I'm right on it. Like I'll do it that day.
That makes sense, because then it's less creepy following up, because you said you're going to message them in January rather than like just sort of leaving it open. Oh, can I contact you again? And then don't say when, because I always feel creepy if I'm following up pretty soon after just sending a message. But if I say, can I follow up with you next Tuesday, then I'm doing what I say I do.
And that's important. You're following up. That's one of the, I don't know whether that's a key vital behavior, but that's something that I remember reading quite frequently in Beachbody, that you need to follow up when you say you're going to follow up, because that just means that you care, you're dedicated, and you want to help them. Basically, you're not giving up on them. Yeah.
I'm also, with my follow-ups, I've also made, like I have an Excel chart for mine just because that's how I organize myself. And I also have a note section. So if someone said no because they had surgery, or if someone said no because they just had a kid, the next month when I follow up, I don't always ask if they're interested now. I always start with, so how are you recovering? Oh, how's the baby doing, kind of thing, and get that conversation going again, like forming them again. And I've had a lot of people, well, like I had one person who couldn't afford it because she was starting school. And then I seen that she posted that she just finished her exam. So I sent her a message. No, congrats on the exams. Sounds like you're able to sit back and relax, enjoy your Christmas. And she said, yeah. And she goes, thank you for keeping in touch. She goes, when I'm ready, I'm definitely going to be contacting you because you've kept in touch with me and not forgotten about what our goals were, right? So she's not ready till June, but every month I send her a message saying, how's school going? What are you struggling with? And so.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. So I've done that with a couple of people, and they really appreciate that I haven't bogged them down. Okay, buy this month, right? It's
Yeah.
that building that relationship, that forming, and they appreciate that. Another thing I do with my past no's for people who are troubling with building their like page, for the ones who aren't paying for the ad, I found when I've talked to my past no's, I always say at the end of the message, no worries or no problem, that's okay. For now, if you want to follow me on my like page, and I give them the link.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So they may not be ready right now, but they're seeing what I'm posting on my like page, the motivation, the tips, the recipes, the sales promotion, like stuff, the contest, whatever I run. They're seeing that, and I've had a couple people come from that. So.
Well, that's a good tip.
Mm-hmm. I think we lost Megan. She's kind of frozen now.
Why?
Oh, there she is. She's moving.
Okay.
I'm just practicing stealth mode.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess no one else is. I guess Lauren's not joining us tonight.
No.
Might be busy. I see her post, all her sweaty post.
Yeah.
She's probably focusing on not vomiting too.
I know. I'm afraid to see that insanity, do that insanity max after I see everybody post. I'm like, this one's me. So I'm doing turbo fire, and that is hard for me. So I can't imagine doing insanity. So,
Michelle, how is the Santa Slim Down doing?
is she frozen?
I don't know. Michelle?
I thought she was just sitting really still.
Yeah, she's not moving.
Okay.
Oh,
Is any of you guys I know Steph and Michelle are going Super Saturday,
I'm going
and you're coming from?
Guelph.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Megan, are you going?
I am.
And you're coming from?
Port Dover, the
You're
thriving
the one coming
metropolis.
from Port. Okay.
Are you coming with me then, Megan?
I think so. I think
Okay.
so. I think I may have 1+1 though. So I don't know if not, I can drive myself.
Okay, because I think I've got 2.
Okay.
My car can fit 6, including myself. So I can take 3 more people.
Okay.
Okay. And
I'm not sure, but I'm talking to someone who was always thinking about being a coach and then put it off, and then I just messaged her, and I thought it might be a good opportunity just to bring her.
Yeah.
You're back.
Hey, Michelle.
Michelle, are you coming to Super Saturday?
Yeah.
So you want to ride?
Hello.
Hello. So are you going to ride with me then?
Yeah.
Okay. It will be either my husband
Yeah.
or mine, because I've kind of said you're taking the day off and driving, because there's lots of people coming from Dunville apparently.
Oh,
But a
well, I
night,
can go with somebody.
pardon?
As long as I can go with someone. I'm not a big highway driver.
No, it's okay. Are you bringing a guest or no?
I don't have one yet, no.
Okay. I'm just trying to think if we need the 2 cars or the 1. That's all. Because there'll be myself, my husband, Sarah, Matt, and then I have 1 guest coming so far, Tara, but she said she would even drive herself if she has to, because she doesn't mind driving to Toronto. So that's 5, and Sarah might have a guest, so that's 6. So we might only need 1 car, depending on guests, which are fine if you guys bring it. We have the option between the 2 cars to take up to 13 people. So
That's good. I hope the weather is good.
so do I.
Worst case scenario, you could probably always take the
know.
GO train if the weather's horrendous. I checked the subway line, and it looks like where it is isn't that far off the 1 stop on the subway.
Okay.
I'm not worried about the weather because my husband will drive in mainly anything. So. That's why I recruited him. I was like, you're taking a vacation day. I actually bought his
Good
ticket
job.
before I even told him. So it would be good for him. He's been drinking the Shakeology, and he was doing PiO, but he doesn't like it. So,
But he needs to do the max 30.
well, I have Combat right now that he might like, and he's talked about doing Turbo with me. So we'll see. I'll get him converted into the exercise again.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's it.
Michelle, how's this Santa Slim Down going?
I think pretty good. It's kind of quiet.
When is it done?
The end of the month.
Oh, is it okay? I wasn't sure if it was then or Christmas.
Yeah, no, I have posts all the way till the end of the month.
Okay.
My customer left it, which is funny because she
Yeah.
asked to be in it. like, why'd you leave it? But anyways,
I have 2 out of the 5 being very participant in it. So, Liza's frozen.
I'm not frozen. I'm here.
Oh, there you are. You were frozen.
I'm dancing.
See what Leslie's missing?
I know. I came home from my lunch today, and my middle son, Nate, he's like, "Mommy, look at me!" And he starts dancing in the middle of the kitchen while I'm eating my lunch. I'm like, oh, so nice. What a nice lunch break. I had dinner and a show.
Free tickets.
hmm So, do we want homework tonight, even though it's Chris?
The teacher's away.
Mm-hmm.
I had an easy homework assignment.
Okay.
I actually
It's
told
winter
Liza.
break.
I actually told Liza. I said maybe the homework can be Leslie's Christmas gift by letting us basically get off the hook by no homework.
Okay, no homework, but I'll give you an idea, a suggestion. Not homework, it's not required. I just think it's a really good idea because I'm doing it.
I'm doing it tomorrow.
I told Steph about it. She knows the homework. It's not a horrible idea.
It's not. It's easy.
So I thought for a good conversation starter with family members is to make some Shakeology balls and take them to your Christmas dinner. And then people are
Already planning. I was already planning on that. So there you go. Perfect.
There you go. See? It's so
Jen
simple.
got it.
People start a conversation going when people say, "What is this?" And you're like, "I'm going to tell you." Don't say it like that. It might be creepy, but anyways. So that was my idea. It doesn't have to be homework. It can be if you want to.
And then what you also could do is take the recipe with a few packets.
Good plan.
Mm-hmm.
That
So
way they
do you
can
all
try-
buy the single packs then? Like just right from the website, or how are you getting packets? I'm confused.
I bought them when I first started because I signed myself. This is how I went Emerald so quickly. It's because I signed, within the week, I signed my husband up. He didn't have a choice. I just told him I was signing him up. And then, so I got the bag for me and the packets for him. So I had the samples since he wasn't drinking it at the time. And then I convinced my sister to get it. And then I told her what to order. So, and then I've been switching their flavor. So I actually have every flavor that we have. Not all in samples because the vegans weren't coming in samplers at the time, packets. I don't think they do yet.
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay. I might switch it up again. So on that note, anybody going to Superstar in Toronto and wants to try one of the other flavors, let me know. I can bring some for you. I have tons of them.
I do the same thing, Megan. With my husband's account, I get his comes in the packets,
Mhm.
and then mine's the bag. So I've got the packets to sell for samples, and then sometimes when I get too many, and I've got a backload kind of thing, I'll promote the 3-day Shakeology, like the 3-day cleanse.
Okay.
Or I think last week I just did a what did I call it? The 7-day Shakeology shake off.
Yeah.
So I sold somebody 7 packets for like $50, and they're in a group that I've created. And for 7 days, I post something in that group, and then it could be information about Shakeology, clean eating programs, and then at the end of the week, for example, I will ask to see if they have any questions or if they want to join my clean eating group, and then they get on Shakeology monthly.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you have a lot of success doing that? Like, do a lot of the people after doing the 7 days get on it?
It's a hit and miss. Like the one that I've got right now, she loves the product,
Mhm.
but right now it's money for her. So
That's why I'm a coach.
yeah. So when I said that to her, I asked her about coaching. So I'm waiting to hear back from what she said. So I'm going to follow up with her tomorrow about that. So that, again, that's another lead into coaching when somebody can't afford it, even though they want to have it every month.
Mhm.
So it's good.
Okay, I was curious because I always see people with the samples. I'm like, how'd you get those?
You can buy a sample pack, right? Liza, the 4?
Yeah, each coach can buy 1 sample pack.
Okay.
You can also get, like when I first started, I believe I actually bought samples off of Leslie at one point too.
Yeah, I think I did too.
So just so I had extra, now I have tons because my husband didn't start drinking it until like 6 months later. So I had 6 months worth of packets built up that I've used for baking and stuff like that. So
Shakeology for days.
yeah. So
Or your kids. If I can get
yeah,
my
except
kids.
for I can't send the peanut ones to school. They like the peanut butter ones, but I can't send them to school. So usually,
I used Wow Butter.
oh, we can't even send that to our school.
I
Oh,
can't
really?
either.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
our kid, a boy in my son's class is like allergic to dairy and nuts and everything. So at our school, we actually have a food-free room. So my
Wow.
son's class is food-free. He can't even take his lunch into his classroom. They actually all leave and go to another class to eat. It's
Oh.
nice because I'm not restricted in packing anything but peanut butter.
Right.
So I can at least still send him with cheese and stuff like that, and it protects the other boy who has all these allergies because they're like life-threatening allergies that he has.
That'd be scary to be that little boy's parent.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I grew up with I didn't grow up with his mom, but I met his mom at the early year center when I was first pregnant. So I know her, so I knew the allergies going in, so I didn't have a problem with it because we have hung out a couple of times already. So I knew his allergies, and she was very nervous, but she just posted like a week ago how happy she was and how accommodating. I mean, we have a great kindergarten teacher, and she's been very accommodating.
I know her.
Pardon?
I know her.
Yes. So, but we only got like 2 minutes left, so I guess we can wrap it up if we want.
Anybody have any other further questions or?
I'm gonna have a comment. I'm gonna
Merry
try the new ad next week.
What's that, Liza?
So I'm gonna try the new ad that Leslie created next week to try it again.
Yeah, I've got one going out tonight and then on Friday night, the 26th. So right after Christmas.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I'll let you know. I mean, if I get any from tonight, I'll let you know how it goes. So, and then I'm going to start I'll probably tweak that ad a bit to send to my nose as well.
I had
I'm
good
gonna
response
get
from the insanity one. I've had good response from the insanity one, but everybody was like after Christmas. But I think I have up to like 16 or 17 people respond to the insanity ad. Some people just didn't get back to me, and other people just said after Christmas or the New Year. So, but it was
Then
more. I got more past no's, more no's.
You've got a long list then for after Christmas. Then it's good.
I do. So January should be great, and I think I seen something about Carl posting. Get ready for the challenge group. Is there a challenge cup in January?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I thought I saw him post it somewhere, but
Like a cup? You mean like
yeah,
a challenge cup?
like January, February. Maybe it's February.
Oh, that'd be good because that's the 21-day fix extreme.
So,
That'll be awesome.
all right. Well, we're less than a month, less than a minute, so we should probably
Shut her down.
put her down. All right.
All right.
Should we fist bump it out for Leslie? Because
We have to for her. We missed her so much tonight.
she's a grandma.
Yeah. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right. Merry
You too.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.